again through the car lot, so we end back up at Kibble.
And ram into the U.S. Post Office mail delivering
I
man.
don't think we better.
Oh, yeah.
Some bailers. I'm glad we don't have to bail.
We're in a different state.
Yeah.
But it all looks the same.
Didn't find any pickups either, did you? Nope. Nope.
What are we going to do now that we got all of our drive-through parking lot stuff done and our appointment is not?
Well, I could go to Hobby Lobby. You could just sit out in the car and do your social media connecting, and I could go look at all the pretty stuff.
Hobby Lobby, they've got them, yeah, there's a place for me in there.
Yeah, true. We used to shop there together.
Well, let's do that then.
Having kind of a hard time since we had breakfast this morning.
You've had a hard time? What?
Because of the receipt.
Oh, well, we gave an extra tip. So I wonder if the waitresses know that maybe that's how that works. If you accidentally, she never asked, but now evidently we look like we might be eligible for the discount, the senior citizen discount, which she gave us the whole $2 off.
$2.46. It's 10%.
So
I was like looking at the ticket upside down and I'm like, why is there a 10% discount off of food? I wonder what special they have going on today on a Wednesday. And then I couldn't stand it, so I grabbed the ticket away from you and I go, oh my gosh.
Yep. So
That's
we gave
quite
it,
humbling. I think it's you.
oh, great. We filled gas on at the wrong gas station. 10 cents. There went 10 cents.
You've been talking about this the whole trip. Like, who has the cheapest gas? And then you just pull up. You didn't even look.
Well, I looked at the price there and I thought, well, it was cheaper than the town before. But I never looked at every gas station that we drove by here. Yeah, so we gave a $2 extra tip. So actually then the waitress maybe is the profiteer.
Winner on that deal. Yeah. Humbling
And maybe thought-provoking for waitresses.
No, it's thought-provoking for the fact that we look what we look like.
Yeah,
even though we don't think we look like
if
it.
This is a thing that sometimes people won't say anything on the bill and make a fuss over $2, whatever. Then you just maybe have figured this out when you do give that discount that you receive a bigger tip, because the people are thinking, well, we'll make it right by just giving a bigger tip. Well, I'm not going to explain it no farther than I just did. You'll have to figure it out. Want to buy a Christmas tree, Amy?
We already did the tree.
We've already had that conversation.
Yes. So for those of you that have not watched the tree decorating video, Dougo's rules about decorating the Christmas tree, you should, because it's pretty funny. And it's a lot of reminiscing, and it's a lot of truth about things. At least for us it was true, and other people are agreeing with some of it, definitely.
They weren't my rules, they were the rules that I grew up with.
It makes sense as to why the beginning years of Christmas time and the tree, for me, were tainted a bit by all of your rules and your stress about it.
I knew no better. That's all I
know.
I grew up with it. Why would I think other people didn't have them same rules? Right. And that goes across the board for everything. You only know what you know because of how you were raised.
Right.
For those that have a
It's
loud
anything,
family,
yeah.
that's the way life is. Everybody should be loud or you don't get concerned. Now, if you're a soft-spoken family and go visit at a loud-speaking family's, you are going to be freaked out maybe and all of that stuff, but yeah.
You know what you know.
We only know what we know.
We have when we have family get-togethers, it's not like a few hours. It's like the whole day. It's an 8-hour or more affair.
Yeah, we should talk about that. That's a good example now, because are we going to throw everybody's name out here?
Well, I think there's nothing wrong with either way.
No.
It's just that it's different cultures in different families. That's a nice trailer.
It's just, right. It's all what you have grown up with. If you go to a Christmas, you pick the holiday, whatever, and it is, or a birthday party, if it's a 1.5, 2 hour long event, you eat and you go home. That's the way it is. That is not the way it is at our house. How about for you, Amy? When you went and visited?
It's all day and all night.
Right.
No, it's always was. And now we have, I think we just about gave, I don't know what Jean Marie thought. What is going on? Are you guys going to move in? Or what's going on with this long, all day? In fact, sometimes, like especially at the lake, it can be an all weekend get together.
It ain't just one day, it's 2 days.
Multiple days. And
if it's a weekend of 3 days, it'll be 3 days.
She's the family that their family is like a 2-hour get together and we're good to go, which is actually kind of nice. I think it would be nice once in a while to do that.
Well, you can't even get a good conversation started in an hour.
Well, you can't.
Right. You got to go through every single detail of the experience that you have to tell.
Yep, that's true. That's true.
It's just the way it is. It's normal for me.
Normal for you.
Oh, I tell you, we've gone through every the Bobcat dealers, the trailer dealer, semi dealer, 3 car dealerships, and I've got 45 minutes to kill.
I told you where I'd like to go, so
Not
you
Menards?
just keep. Definitely not Menards.
I swear
that was
I'd never
not
go
on
back
my
there.
list.
I swear I'd never go back there.
Have you gone back there?
I have been back there, but not like I used to be. That used to be every other month. There'd have to be a trip taken. I used to buy a lot more, need a lot more stuff from there. Not so much no more. Thank goodness.
Well, that time that you had to go into, I think you had a return or something.
Oh, are you talking
and you
about
had to go,
that time?
You had to wear.
Oh.
So funny. I think the employee even could barely keep a straight face
could
on that one.
So everybody had masks on. So
it was the rule at that store was there because it was a
Mandatory.
private owned store and it was mandatory to have a face covering on.
But I could kind of see that there was some smile, some creases in her cheeks where I knew she wasn't frowning. Let's just say that. I could tell that. And I don't know why I chose to do what I did, but
You can get in the left lane here.
I don't know where we're even going here.
Hobby Lobby.
I don't see it.
I know it's coming up.
How about there?
Outfitters.
What's that?
Are they
Sounds
open?
good. I don't know.
There's no cars hardly.
Hobby Lobby, where?
It's
So-
up a ways.
So I had a red bandana for some reason.
How come you had a red bandana?
I do not
think you
know.
must have.
I must have planned it.
You must have planned it because you wouldn't be carrying that around in your
Right,
pickup.
I do not carry bandanas in my back pocket or handkerchiefs, otherwise known as. But this was the old red, and you guys know what I'm talking about. The red with little white designs in it. The old red bandana. I put that thing on and I tucked it in my shirt and I walked in that place And all I could think about is that I'm pretty sure there used to be, or there was laws years ago about not being able to walk into an establishment covering your face. And I thought to myself, here we are. This is back in the good old days. We are going for the cowboys and the yeah.
It was a law.
I know it was a law. You cannot disguise
Or maybe
yourself.
is a law. It just got overridden because
Yeah.
of the emergency category or whatever.
Couldn't buy a mask to go into a grain bin because everything was sold out. Yeah.
It was a rough time.
We better not go. That
was
was
a rough
what
time.
it was, and now we all know what we all know. Is this the right lane?
Then you get over to the right lane, and except there's a vehicle right next to us, so
We'll ram this one. Get that out of the way.
oh my goodness. So
Oh,
anyway, there's
God.
the story about Menards and why you don't like to go there anymore. Because you just don't.
I don't know if it has anything to do with not being. It don't. I was gonna say maybe it's got something to do with being told you have to.
Could
I
be a
know-
little rebellious spirit, probably in both
'Cause
of
we
you
all
and I.
have that.
Both you and I. Well, we all do. We're born with that. I think.
Right.
Yeah.
Every human has it.
It's just in what capacity do you show it off? I suppose.
But I don't know. I have the real problem is when it doesn't really pass the smell test. Should we call it that?
What?
It didn't make sense to me.
Oh.
And are we supposed
sniff
to be
test.
talking about this? Maybe it's too soon.
What's too soon?
You know,
It's not too soon.
discussing.
Well-
Anytime you can walk in a restaurant and have to walk to your booth and then you can take off, I don't pass the smell test. It just don't. It don't. We better not. Amy,
I would
we
call
got,
it a sniff test.
You can call it what you call it. I'm going to call it what I want to call it. You ain't telling me what to do.
Of course not. You're so
I think we better
Yeah, we're
push.
going to call it, and I actually am going to add in the footage of Brody and my Durango when he washed it coming up next. So
It needs washing again because you made us go out today on the salty roads.
yesterday I went out and it was raining and it was 22 degrees. It was raining and freezing on my windshield, and I went, well, there goes my car wash.
Yeah.
My Brody clean is gone.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining us, and
Let's just have discussions. Normal discussions.
it's always normal with you, honey. Have a blessed day. See you again. Oh my gosh, it needs the fire hose. It's so bad.
It's easier, it's faster to get the main grime off. It's gonna be clean.
I appreciate that so much.
You're welcome.
Cal, I walk in the shop and I made a comment about this pickup, and like, it's unrecognizable, really.
Yeah, that's truly is.
It's an 08. It looked like, wow.
Not much rust on that thing.
And then how much later, Brody walks in my office and says, you got your keys? I go,
For what?
why?
Yep.
Thank you.
The other guys are goofing off, so I might as well do this.
You might as well goof off and do things you enjoy too.
Yep.
And bless me.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Now don't drive on gravel.
Where am I gonna live, Brody? Where am I gonna live? I have to move to town.
Yeah.
You do the inside too?
I don't know. I can vacuum it.
So this is what I was talking about. I mean, yeah, that's a beaut. That's a beaut. Wow. I don't remember the last time I've actually seen the blue paint on that thing. He does a good job. Brody clean. You don't want to leave it halfway. Now he's detailing the inside. He said a quick job. Well, it's more than what I do, so that's good. What do you use for that? Spray is that?
I don't know, this stuff.
Total interior.
Dash, glass, navigation, and more.
A chemical, guys.
Doesn't really smell.
I can smell it when I walk.
You can?
But then I
can't.
miss no fragrance everywhere in my life. So
Well, it's not very potent.
no, it's not. It's not. That's true.
Yeah.
Hmm.
It's clean.
It's definitely clean. I don't want to drive it down the driveway even.
Yeah, it happens when it's winter.
It's winter, and then the gravel like sticks to it, kind of, sorta. Maybe we should get a gravel-colored car.
This is a pretty good color, isn't it?
Well, you saw what it looked like before.
Well, I don't know. I think white is the best.
Do you?
If it's not sloppy out,
The dust doesn't show. Yeah.
I think. But,
I think I should get a latte color.
you.
No?
No.
No. I just recently have found that.
It's like a
It's
rock.
gotta be a door. You don't think it's a Dorting? It's kind of dented. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know.
What color is this, you think?
I don't even know.
It's metallic gray or something?
Metallic gray.
The Durango. Had a Durango. Our last one was 2004. Or our first one, I mean. Our very first one was a 2004.
2000.
10. Then a 19. And now it's already 2024 and I have a 19.
Yeah.
Yikes.
I still think 2019's new. I think.
Well, it seems like it's got almost 79,000. I don't know.
Doug's is a what, 10?
Yeah. I don't know. What's he got for mileage?
I don't know.
Over 100. Okay. It's almost lunchtime.
Is it?
I don't know, an hour maybe from.
They're not back yet?
I haven't heard any noises. Thank you again.
You're welcome.